meth maidens. Yeah, I got you on that, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Alright guys, simple recipe today, but I got a lot of news that you might want to hear to why this recipe is so simple and kind of fat-free. Yeah, so stay tuned. So let me give you the recipe. First thing, make some rice. I use jasmine rice because I like it the best. You can use anything you want. Pico. Yeah, make some pico de gallo. Make a bunch of it. Get some shrimp. And if you don't have any shrimp, just use any meat you want. Really, you don't. But I have some shrimp. I live on the Gulf Coast. I actually deveined these. I never devein shrimp. It's just not something I do. You know, a lot of people, oh, deveined, oh my God. You don't like seafood then, okay? I deep fry the friggin' shrimp heads. I'm not deveining jack, okay? So, but I did on these. I just went ahead and did it. I'm going to chop that up. I'm going to mix it with the rice. I'm going to dump the pico in there. And we're going to stuff it in these hatch peppers and some bell peppers. And I'll be honest with you, I had these in the refrigerator, they got to go. So that's why I'm doing this. Very simple. And of course, blackened bay. No fat. Basically no fat at all in this whole diet. Yeah, it's not part of my cardio plan, but it is now. One last thing. I'm going to pour some of this on there. Some enchilada sauce. I'm going to dump that on top of the rice. That's just going to give it a little moisture, a little color. Make it look a little exotic. And this is going to be awesome. Give it a good shake. You know, you got to mix that stuff up. Now I'm not going to leave all this shrimp whole. Going to kind of dice it up like that. So you can kind of mix it. I'm not going to cut it too small, but something that looks a little interesting. Here's a basic game plan on this. Season up your shrimp. Any of my seasonings will work. If you want it hot, go with this Texas Volcano, Lumbre, Caribbean Heat, Zombie Dust, any of that. Well, that's going to be good right there. Okay. That looked pretty easy. Get you some rice. Pack it in there. Add a little more rice. Smush it around, smush it around. See how easy that is? Catching all that? Then we need pico. Now you can make your pico any way you like it. Bigger pieces, smaller pieces, or whatever. I like it small because it goes good on chips and everything else. And one more time. Gotta have something on the top for the enchilada sauce. But that's it until I add this. Okay. Okay, these are hatch peppers, but they're Anaheims. Genetically the same. Just grown in a different region. But I usually do these with bacon wrapped around them and sausage inside them and all that, but cardio diet just ain't working, and I'll tell you why here in a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Pack that down in there. Give it a little oomph. Gonna do that. Of course, you need your pico. I'm trying to use up this pico, and your enchilada sauce will go in. Not bad, huh? Very simple. We'll cook these at 350, probably for 45 minutes. So it'll really make these peppers kind of melt in your mouth, so you won't have any issues. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish those. You got the game plan. I think you can figure it out. If you can't, I'm sorry, but you can hit rewind and play it again. Time to add the enchilada sauce. Simple. That's going to give it a little something, something. Can you practice that? When you're cooking, you got to say that. Little something, something. And if it's real hot and spicy, you got to say, hey man, that'll make your stecker pack out. Yeah. Seeing that? Now that looks delicious, doesn't it? It's all on this friggin' 100-year-old cast iron. Maybe 100 years, I don't know. It's old. It's even got rivets on it. Came off a pirate ship. Anyway, we're gonna stick that in the oven. Right there. It says 350. You seeing that? You could cook it at 375, I guess, if you want to do it for 30 minutes, but I'm not in any big rush tonight. So let me throw it in and I'll tell you what's up. I'm on Instagram. I got to take a couple of pictures for Instagram. How sorry is that? Yeah, it's tough. You have to take pictures of friggin' everything, you know. I'm on the hog zone on Instagram. Also Facebook. But Facebook has connected an algorithm to me. And since I like to troll, basically anything I say I wind up in Facebook jail for 30 days. So I'm going for the record. I think I've been in Facebook jail for 7 months straight. Something like that. Yeah, you know, just for stupid stuff. You can't even comment about memes. Yeah, anyway, long story, I don't care. But let's get this in the oven. It's that simple. 45 minutes, those will be done. And one of those will be my dinner. I also have a whole mess of other shrimp that I'm just going to boil. And, you know, they'll keep. I'll figure something else out to do with them. Throw them on a salad. A salad. Oh my God. A salad. Yeah. Next thing you know, I'll be eating boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Or liking Chick-fil-A. No. There's no boneless, skinless chicken breasts that taste good. Sorry. There's no chicken breast that tastes good. Okay guys, now, before you Karens and Kens out there start going, hey man, why aren't those peppers wrapped in bacon? Thick sliced bacon. Why aren't they full of the fatty part of a brisket? Or pulled pork? Or pork belly? Yes. Yes. Yes, that's how they should be done. You know, stuff them with all that and then put some cheese on top. You know, maybe put some tomato sauce on there just for grins, you know, some jalapenos. Anyway, the reason that isn't on there, and the reason that pretty much just fat-free, right, is because I'm hard to kill. Now, all good stories turn out, or start with, hold my beer, or you ain't gonna believe this shit. So stay tuned. Now, let me tell you, 6 months ago, started having heartburn. Daily. Every day. I'd eat a Rolaids, get some heartburn, go away, I'd go back to doing what I was doing. This went on for about 4 months. You know, Rolaids, Tums, what else was there? Alka-Seltzer. Hell, my wife even started giving me aloe vera juice. She said, drink this, it'll help. So anyway, 4 months. I had a day, I tried to cut my grass, I had to stop 3 times, drink a whole bottle of my Lanta or half a bottle of my Lanta. You know, I drink the Mylanta, pain go away, I go back to cutting the grass, you know. So I'm just like, damn it, you know. Anyway, I couldn't take it anymore, so I made a doctor's appointment. So I go to the doctor, tell him what's up. They give me some super, like, reflux medicine, you know, like Nexium AAA, okay? Just real strong antacid. Tell me to see my cardiologist. Okay, yeah, no problem. Because here's the deal. About 15 years ago, I did have a heart attack. But this wasn't that pain. This was just a totally different pain. I'd eat an Alka-Seltzer, pain go away. So anyway, I made an appointment with a gut doctor also. I go to the gut doctor about 2 weeks after seeing her. Now, the medicine she gave me worked like a charm. It was like, oh yeah, as soon as I took it, pain would go away. It knocked that pain way back. I go see the gut doctor. He tells me the same thing. Except he gives me some super Nexium reflux medicine, you know, that type of stuff. And this stuff worked great, you know. I'd start having a pain, man, I'd just take that pill, boom, no pain. All right, cool, you know. So I'm going along for probably a couple of weeks, and I'm waiting on my visit to the cardiologist. Because, you know, doctors are busy. You make an appointment, it's like a month in advance, right? So I'm tooling along, got my antacids, and, you know, I'm going to get my heart checked out, but I'm like, no way. You know, take an antacid, pain goes away, all that type of crap. July 2nd, that night, I go to bed. And I've had these episodes before. I went to bed, about midnight I wake up. I'm burning. And I've had to, in the past 6 months, I've had to sleep sitting up occasionally or propped up on my side because I just couldn't get the burning to stop, right? So I wake up, I'm burning, drink some Atlanta, go back to bed. Hour or two later, wake up, I'm burning. Can't get this burning to stop. So come the morning, about 8 o'clock, I'm like, yeah, something ain't right. Could have swore, I told the wife, you know, said, look, get dressed, I'm going to get dressed. Going to go down to the emergency room, something ain't right. You know, the alien, I've been infected by the alien, it's going to bust out of my chest. Something's going on. Did not think it was my heart. Like I said, didn't feel like a heart attack. I'm just burning, it hurt, pressure, you know, it just wouldn't, but then anyway, that morning, you know, I'm feeling pretty good, but that night, something changed. Pain got worse. So, I smoked my last cigarette. Okay, I've been smoking since I was 18. I'm 57. Walk into the emergency room and tell them what's going on. They pull blood, put an EKG on me. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, cool, man. I got a big ass ulcer. I got some type of tumor. I got, you know, it's not a tumor. So anyway, yeah. So, figuring it's at. Well, they pull blood, and evidently as your heart is gasping for air, it's stressed, it will put out some type of enzyme, and they know basically you're about to vapor lock. So there I was, vapor lock city. So now I'm in the emergency room, and they're doing all the stuff. They hook me up to nitroglycerin and saline. They find out I've been retaining water, got heart failure. Yeah, so I'm getting all taken care of. So after a few hours, they figure out what they're going to do with me, right? So they get the heart surgeon guy in there, and they say, okay, we're going to put a catheter in here and see what's going on. You know, you probably got a clog. Okay, fair enough, you know. So they roll me in, and they stick this catheter in me. Now, I'm going to try to scare you. The needle's that big, okay? They stick it in, it comes out your neck, flops around. No, just kidding. It is a big needle. They stick it right in your groin. It's not very comfortable, you know, but you don't cry like a little girl. Just doesn't happen. But you will have some of the most interesting bruising in your life. Yeah, yeah. It's real ugly. So anyway, long story short, they get in there, he goes around, he looks around, he explores my whole heart. Not a big deal. You just lay there, they do their thing, you can see your heart going on this monitor, and it's got a wire going around it, and he's squirting juice everywhere, and it's, you know, it's doing its thing. Of course, my juices is going a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here. So he pulls out and tells me, looking like a triple or quadruple bypass, you're going downtown. So now it's getting sketchy. Now it's getting busy, you know. So, yeah. So anyway, now it's getting real interesting. So they call an ambulance, they give me this cup. This is after about a day. I spent the night in the hospital, you know. They had to find me a room down in the ICU downtown. Because, you know, I'm going up because basically they're telling me, you know, they're going to crack me open like a crab and rewire me up and redo the plumbing. So I'm like, ah, man, okay. So they call, they get in an ambulance. These three bubbas come up. They pick me up and they take me down there. They actually said that I might have been, could have been life flighted, which was pretty cool because I've never been on a helicopter. But that didn't happen. Anyway, they take me downtown, put me in the ICU. I'm down there. They look at it. They look at all the stuff the first guy sent them. And they say, well, we thought we were going to do a bypass, but there's no place to bypass to. You know, you're Mr. Clog. You're sand bog here. But I'm not totally clogged everywhere, but the one that's causing me all this pain is right here. And so anyway, it was in kind of a crappy position, but I have a surgeon down there and the guy's good. He managed to get that sucker in there. opens up my heart. So anyway, they put this catheter in, and I spend a week, you know, that night after getting the catheter, I had to get another catheter, which gave me another set of bruising. That's real interesting. Same thing, you gotta watch your heart go with the wire in it, except this time they leave behind, you know, you got a pen, you take the little wire out of there, so they left that behind. But it opened up this thing that was giving me the problem. The other deal is, after I got in the hospital and got downtown, the pain started kicking. It wasn't no heartburn no more. Now, every couple hours I was having episodes, you know. And basically, if you want to know what a heart attack is, you ever have a leg cramp in your calf? Just put that in your chest, and it just doesn't stop. Well, it'll peak about the time you think you're going to die, and then it stops. I guess it doesn't stop if you've really vapor lock and die. I wasn't technically having a heart attack, but I wasn't in a good position. So anyway, after a week eating hospital food and them giving me diuretics, because when your heart's doing all this stuff, evidently you retain water, you know, like an old walrus. So, notice any difference? Yeah. So, what's the deal here? No fats. Very extremely low fats for me, and I gotta lose about 30 pounds. I'm not a big dude, you know, but I'm still a little fat ass. You know, I'm the gnome. You know, gnomes are all happy and jolly. Well, yeah, that's pretty much me all the time. In fact, I was kind of like that in the hospital. You know, it is what it is. I just didn't have my little hat and, you know, the white beard thing going on. But, yeah. So I got to change my ways, because basically doctor looked at me and says, either you change or you die. So he didn't give me much choice there, so I got to drop some weight. So you're going to see me maybe getting a new, I can actually button my collar now, you know. I just got to drop weight, and I got to eat my proper proportions. Does that mean I'm not going to cook barbecue and everything? After I drop my weight, I will jump back onto having the occasional, properly proportioned piece of barbecue. Yeah, but right now, it's salads, it's a bunch of vegetables. I can eat all that. Deal is, I like vegetables, but I like them covered in bacon grease, and I can't do that no more. So I'm figuring out new stuff, and hence, that's why I got stuffed peppers with a little bit of rice, and just one of those peppers is my meal. Normally I'd eat about half that plate, you know, and fight off the cats for the rest of it. But now, nope, can't do it. You know, and I'm eating bran muffin for breakfast, and what's lunch? Lunch is usually a salad now. Yeah, it's not very fun, but I don't have any choices. Just is the way it is. But you will see me occasionally tear up some ribs, but not the whole rack myself, like in the past. So let me tell you, of course I asked the doctor, you know, is there any way out of this? He said 50% of this is mostly genetic, you know. It just is the way it is, you know. You could eat celery your whole life, just celery, and you won't have an issue. But even, you know, you always got that skinny friend that's got all sorts of heart problems. It's just genetic. But you can make it better by adjusting your diet. So, why am I telling you all this? Because, you know, I'm the Iron Man, I'm hard to kill, and that's just the way we are. It's the way I walk around all the time. You just walk it off. The deal is that everybody's a fat ass. Sorry, but that's the way. Just go to Walmart, look around, everybody's overweight, everybody's fat. Sorry, but that's just the way it is. Most of us are. Unless you're a young 30-year-old or something, you know, and you're looking for a husband or whatever, a girlfriend, you know. Yeah. Okay, the rest of us are sitting around Walmart, TV remote, pizza. That's just the way it is. Typical Americans. So, deal is, if you start having some type of weird issues, don't take 6 months of eating Rolaids to go get yourself checked out, okay? Go to the doctor. I'm not one to go to the doctor. It has to be falling off or, you know, growing, or an alien busting out of my chest before I ever go to the doctor. In fact, I didn't even have a general practitioner. No bullshit. You know, I had to go to my wife's the first time because I don't go to the doctor, man. I have home surgery if I can. It's just me. So anyway, I am going to be barbecuing if I can find somebody to eat the barbecue. I'm still going to be doing them videos. Still doing my spices and all that crap. But the deal is that I'm going to try to find some healthy alternatives in the proper proportions that don't have any fat in it. And it's very difficult. Probably some people got issue with blood pressure. I'm not really that guy. So I can have a little bit of salt in there, some flavor, but I just can't have the fat. So it's like straight protein, little amounts of protein, but that doesn't mean I can't make a big old platter of stuffed peppers. Well, basically no fat. I mean, that's pico, which is a salad. You got some rice, which is carbs. You got a pepper it's stuffed into, and then you got some shrimp. Seafood, shrimp, fish. Can't beat it. And of course I'll just eat one, and then that'll be my, that's actually kind of like a serving. And then of course I got enchilada sauce, yeah, instead of tomato sauce, but either would work. So that's the deal. I'm going to get these out in about 10 minutes, and yeah, we'll do that world famous taste test. So anyway guys, told you we weren't going to believe that shit, but I'm still here. I see my doctor tomorrow. Oh, and check this out. This is always cool. I got Nitro. Nitro. You know, when I was a kid, you always used to watch these movies and the guy would be crawling across the floor going, trying to get to the pill, put it under his tongue. Well, they were doing that to me in the hospital. Plus then they hooked up a bag and this big bottle that said Nitro on it, and I thought it was going to explode. But yeah, check that out. I got to carry these now. So no bullshit. Yeah. This looks like, one of these guys that do coke and shit. Yeah. I don't play with that crap. I'd probably already be dead if you did. Because your heart just blows up in your chest. And yeah. So anyway, got me a little cool canister, so when the cops stop me, they'll be like, what is that? Alright. They'll probably throw me around on the car, and then I can claim, some type of bullshit, they were mean to me. They were mean to me. Yeah. So, anyway, let's get this stuff out of the oven. So I'm not sure I mentioned this, but tomorrow I do go to the doctor, and there is a chance I might need another stent. Yeah. So I may be back in there with the rotary job to see what happens. I don't think that's going to happen, but the way my luck's been running, never know. So here's what I'm talking about. I'm really going to be experimenting. Yeah, that is good stuff. Any seafood, pretty much anything you want to put it on, but it definitely works good on if you want to blacken some catfish or fish. Check it out. I told you I was boiling that other shrimp. It's not bad, but it needs like some lemon or something. That's real shrimpy tasting. And the cucumber, it adds to it, but it kind of brings out the shrimp taste. But that needs a little shrimp, little lemon juice or something put on there. All right, let's get the rest of this stuffed peppers out of here. Look at that, guys. Doesn't that look good? Hell yeah. Of course, now I'm gonna have to eat this breakfast, lunch, and dinner until it's all gone, just like I did my barbecue. I'm gonna let it cool off a bit, and then we'll cut it open, and that shrimp will all be cooked in there, and it's gonna be pretty awesome. Even though the amount, I want to eat about half of it. I only can eat one. All right, time for that taste test. What I did is just cut that sucker up. I mixed it all together. So I got a little pepper in there, the pico, because I mixed it all together. It's all in that rice. You got that enchilada sauce. I did take a little sample of this enchilada sauce. Yeah, I think the tomato sauce might be a little bit better, but let's give it a shot. And that's it. That's what the nutrition lady said, 9-inch plate. So we're talking 9-inch plate. No more platters. I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay. I'll be just fine. Anyway, guys, check out the Hog Zone on Instagram. You'll see all these funky pictures and stuff, you know. Yeah, like anybody cares. But anyway, you don't want to wind up with not one, but 2 hospital cups. These things are awesome. It's almost worth the trip. But they don't fit in the cup holder. But, man, they will hold some ice and some water and all that good stuff. And you got the little straw. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. Check me out on Facebook. You can just type in the Hog Zone. And but I'm usually in Facebook jail now, because like I said, they got an algorithm after me and they don't like my trolling. I can't say I'm even trolling. I just say stuff and then bam, and I'm not rude or anything. But now if you comment on a meme, you'll do 30 days in jail. And one of the reasons I just got out was this is classic. The meme had like a 400-pound girl that was like, I can say woman, that was about 5 feet tall, weighed about 400 pounds. I just said, man, she's morbidly obese, which is a fact. They said I was bullying on a meme. So yeah, they're definitely after me. They don't like me, and I really don't care. But I'm on Instagram and they're starting to pull the same BS too. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, that is stuffed hatch peppers with no fat. I don't know what I'm going to put in the description. I think it's going to be, I don't know. I'm hard to kill. Appreciate you watching.